What's up, everybody? Listen, sometimes things are too good to be true. Sounds too good to be true. And what I'm talking about is all this stuff Donald Trump is doing is absolutely amazing for America. I mean, we are heading into a golden age in terms of what he's doing. And I'm talking about carnally speaking, worldly speaking, politically speaking, and culturally speaking. And maybe it is prophetic. I'm sure it's prophetic. But look at some of the latest things. Now, you heard about Donald Trump talking about renaming the Gulf of Mexico, taking over the Panama Canal, adding Canada as a 51st state, taking Greenland into the Americas, buying it. And now he's talking about replacing the IRS and getting rid of income taxes. Now, many of you know that the 16th Amendment was never ratified, and there have been cases throughout the years, not as many these days, but who have stood on the grounds of that and have won in court, in selective courts around the country. Most of them don't allow it anymore, but there have been cases where people have won because there is no law that you have to pay income taxes. But to get a court or a jury to go along with you nowadays is very difficult, but it has happened because the 16th Amendment was never ratified. Now, income taxes is not all taxes. You got corporate taxes, you got capital gains taxes, you got, property taxes, sales taxes, and all kinds of taxes. But income taxes would definitely affect pretty much everybody I know, including myself. And what a great thing that would be. And that would be spectacular, absolutely phenomenal and wonderful if that had happened because of Donald Trump. However, I have a great deal of suspicion about all this. It sounds too good to be true. But before I continue, let's go ahead and hear what this guy's got to say about this whole thing, because I found it from this video right here. I believe it. Let's see what he says.
All right, it's Wednesday, January 15th, 2025, and Donald Trump making big news yesterday, announcing the creation of a new government agency solely responsible for collecting tariffs and tax revenue from foreign entities, which could eventually replace the IRS completely. This is huge. We reported multiple times that Trump's goal is to eliminate income taxes for American citizens. And if you think that can't happen, think again. It's happening. We're going to explain also the latest on Pete Hegseth's confirmation process. Hegseth promising to reinstate all soldiers who were terminated or disciplined for refusing the jab, and the brutal roasting that Democrat Tim Kaine received yesterday. We're going to show you. But before we get started,
Did you hear that? And they're going to reinstate all the military people who were kicked out because they wouldn't take the you-know-what V-shot thingy and bring them back into the military. What kind of amazing changes are all these taking place? Again, I like all of it. But I'm suspicious that something is going on, and we better be careful and be on guard and be ready. Okay? Now, a lot of people think Donald Trump's the Antichrist. I'm not sure, but I'm always open to it because the Bible says, and a lot of people get this wrong, that if it was possible, that God's very elect would be deceived by these things. That means it's going to be so awesome that even the elect would be deceived if it was possible. But we have a promise that God will keep us in that hour from falling into these things. And that's the proper way to interpret that. The elect are the only ones in the world who are going to know who the Antichrist is. And they're going to be the only ones in the world who understand what the mark of the beast is when it manifests fully. And they're the only ones that will not be deceived, and which is a good thing. So this is just a wild time to be alive. I think anything's possible with the Antichrist and mark of the beast, but what's taking place does sound tantalizing, does sound good. And if and when we benefit from any of this, we can't let it get to us to the point where we just believe hook, line, and sinker everything that is coming from Donald Trump. Not that he's a bad man, not that he's not a real Christian yet. As far as I know, maybe he could be saved, I don't know. But he's definitely not living like a true follower of Jesus. But at the same time, is he really the Antichrist? I'm not sure about that yet either. So keep your mind open to that, and let's always be very cautious and secure about what we are witnessing. So I'll see you in the next video. I'm not going to say I'm not happy about all these changes. Very happy, but at the same time, I'm very, very suspicious. All right. God bless you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.